Hello everyone, Jo here from Shalem Health Retreat, and we've got an amazing recipe again for you today. We're going to be making mayonnaise, a plant-based mayonnaise. And this comes from my dear friends Jim and Neva Brackett, who produced this cookbook 7 Secrets, and they owned a very successful plant-based cafe in America. And people used to flock to this cafe and just love their plant-based recipes. The food was just amazing. And this is taken from that cookbook. It's called Simple Mayonnaise because it really is very simple. So to start with, we want some silken tofu. So tofu is made from soybean curd, and you can get different types of tofu. You can get firm tofu. Today we're using the silken tofu because it's very mushy, and we're going to be making a sauce, a mayonnaise. So as you can see, that just mushes up really easily. For other recipes like the tofu balls, which we have on our YouTube channel, we need a firm tofu. But for this one, we're just going to use the silken tofu that will blend up beautifully and give it a very smooth texture. So that's 300 grams of silken tofu. Next, we want to add a cup of raw cashews. Now, when you start cooking plant-based recipes, cashews are going to be your very best friend in the kitchen. And this is because they make the dishes creamy. They're going to replace that cream, which is full of saturated fat, full of cholesterol, full of things really that our gut can't digest. So yeah, I would encourage you to experiment with some plant-based recipes, and cashews are going to give it that beautiful creamy texture. And they're very versatile because you can use cashews for a savoury recipe like this, or you can use it in sweet dishes, depending on the other ingredients that you put with them. So yeah, 1 cup of raw cashews. Make sure they're raw, no added salt. Right, it's all going to go into the Thermomix. You can use a blender for this recipe, which would work just as well. Next, we want a sweetener. So we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of raw honey. Now, it's really important to get the combination of sweet, sour, and salt right in this, and this recipe does it beautifully. And I have to say that whenever I have had this mayonnaise on the table, or I've taken it to a friend's house, they absolutely love it. It's extremely popular, and people just can't believe that it's all plant-based. And the other amazing thing about this recipe is that there's no oil, no refined oil. We're using the cashew nut that has oil already in it, so it's a whole food. There's no dairy, and there are no eggs in this recipe. So it's extremely healthy, extremely tasty, and very, very simple to make. Next, we want a teaspoon of Celtic salt, a teaspoon of onion powder. I've mentioned previously in other videos that I get my onion powder from an online store called Gourmet Organic. So just Google that in Australia. They have an amazing array of different herbs and spices. This onion powder is second to none. Once you've had this, you will not go back to shop bought onion powders, as in the supermarket shops. So yeah, I recommend that you check out Gourmet Organics. Okay, so we're going to pop that in, our teaspoon of Celtic salt and onion powder. And lastly, we just want a quarter of a cup of lemon juice. All right, so that's all going to go in Thermomix, and we're going to give that a quick blast. All right, so we've blended up our mayonnaise. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. Wow, that looks amazing. And it smells, that onion powder. Smells fantastic. Now, I've just gone ahead and made up a beautiful salad here. The rocket is from the garden. I love rocket. And I've got this beetroot also that we've grown in the garden. It's called chogia, and it has these really beautiful little pink and white stripes through it. So yeah, get yourself some chogia and plant them, and some grated up carrot. And so I'm just going to pour this mayonnaise over the salad. Now, the mayonnaise, once you've refrigerated it for a few hours, it will thicken. So then you can just use it as you would normal mayonnaise on wraps and sandwiches, on baked potato toppings, anything that you would normally use mayonnaise for, potato salad, coleslaw. It really does taste delicious, and it acts just like it would the shop bought mayonnaise in terms of its consistency. So let's just spread this over like so. Oh, yum. And I'm going to just finish off by garnishing with this with some pepitas that we've just popped in the oven, roasted them for about 10 minutes. And that is an amazing salad. Who needs to go out to eat? So I would encourage you to try the simple mayonnaise.